10 feet of floodwaters destroyed two-story house in Palm East. Let me tell you something. As it rained in Trinidad, flood. 18 minutes in Westmoreland, 18 minutes in Shorelands, Glencoe, Carnage, 18 minutes and flood, 11 minutes and Citygate is underwater, and women in their nice work clothes, expensive clothes and so on, dirty, walking through sewage water with flood water. Watch what happened with 18 to 40 minutes of rain in the south. Run it, Archie.
Standing in soul. From coastal window, you watch that. That van in total water. Look at that river. Look at that river. There's a flood on the main road. There's a flood. There is a flood on the main road. There is a flood. There is a flood. There is a flood. A flood. You too. A flood.
Now, my people, that flooding, that devastation did not come from any major earth-shattering climate change, dramatic storm, tropical storm, or hurricane. That comes from a heavy downpour, you know. And that comes from total neglect, lack of expenditure, lack of care, heartlessness, lack of maintenance, lack of drainage, lack of planning, lack of preparation, lack of investment, lack of any form of leadership from the PNM in the cabinet, the corporations, local government, Mr. Tight Pants, Catwoman wearing suit, Faris Alapuya, Johnny Sukaran is worse at being a minister of local government and rural development than he was as an attorney general. And then he come now to pretend he decide he ignoring Rowley and he come to play flood politics. Run it, Archie. Let me hear Faris.
Guys, let me get 2 seconds. That hit here for the first time in 20 years this high. It's a significant amount. You have the Sipero River literally just on the side of us here. I want you to recall, because I see my friend Jayanti out on the road there, who will not even say hello. This is why we were having discussions about building housing in San Fernando in places including 3rd Street development. The UNC sees it fit to have injunctions on anything that resembles progress. If you go and you talk to auntie and uncle in the houses just here, they are applicants for decades inside of HTC for housing. So part of the regularization that we're looking at, you can't just treat flood zones as if they're not flood zones. You have to engage in a certain amount of relocation and resource allocation. That's why the continuous development of San Fernando is so important. So as you're passing out, ask my friend on the outside there why they see it fit to have injunctions to stop buildings from going up, or consultations to have them, because now you're seeing the effect of it. You come into places where people live, and I'd like to ask you, ask them right there. First time I've seen them in the field for 8 years. Go and ask them right there why the only appropriate action is to just block discussions for housing development when people who live in these areas need the assistance. This is, you have to connect the left hand and the right hand. So stop and ask them on your way out, okay?
Now, before I deal with his little toting, because Jayanti didn't tell him hello, poor you, Faris. Oh, God, she hurt your feelings, Tight Pants. First of all, he said, this area have flood in 20 years. Then he come to make an argument that the PNM want to build houses and the UNC stopping it. Because the PNM want to build houses to move people out of flood-prone areas that didn't flood in 20 years. Number one, Faris Harari, furthermore, you were on the HDC board when Keith Rowley was the Minister of Housing in 2003 to 2007. Andre Montai was the chairman. When y'all bought Greenvale property, Greenvale land from John Rahal without the requisite approvals from the Ministry of Integrated Planning and Development, Town and Country approval, one, for the change of use from agricultural to housing, Greenvale, and it was a floodplain area not suitable for housing, and approvals were denied. You were on the HDC board that went ahead, spent taxpayers' money to buy the land from John Rahal and to build Greenvale, where people is drunk anytime it's at a rain, and you come in to talk about what, building house to relocate people from floodplain? Then, Faris, you said what? You ain't see the UNC in 8 years on the ground? Why are you such a pathological lying idiot? The people are social media. The people could check. It's not like long time where they depend on the PNM mass media. The people understand that UNC under Kamla Prasad Bisesa, every councillor, every senator, every parliamentarian, every executive member of every constituency is always on the ground, immediately giving whatever assistance, whatever help to people who are flooded out. They don't see you, Faris, and you walk with your whole camera crew. You wear him walk with a bucket, a mop, nothing. You put on your tightest jersey and walk with your mama pool man to film you, and you come to talk. Faris, the people know y'all. You've been unmasked. Why you didn't walk with some of the taxpayer rent money that you're getting, the 23.5 million every 3 years by 247 million, and the 38 million you get to outfit your own building? Why you didn't take it down there for Tanti and Uncle who on the HDC list for so long? And how much house all you build? All you had Penny Beckers there at Minister House and she ain't build no house. You have this thing and you ain't build no house. How much house all you build? And what about when Rowley was there? How many housing projects, including Edinburgh 500, Harmony Hall, and down the line about 1.8 billion in projects? Wasted money, taxpayers' money, because there were no approvals, no authority. You all broke the law. Faris, you sound like such a blithering idiot. It's not funny. But don't worry. The people have seen you. And August 14th, your entire Sando Corporation gone. Because people sick of the PNM. They totally sick of the red. They sick of you and your mamagism. And I thought Rowley tell you don't play flood politics. Rowley don't visit nobody. He don't check nobody. He don't carry a mop for nobody. No Clorox, no bucket, no nothing. And you gone down to play that. And then on top of that, you vex. You trying to, you showing that you hurt. Because Giant here tell you, hello. Boy, fire burn you. Nobody cares about you. You old swell up bullfrog.